Que pasa, raza? Oh boy, what can I say? Spring is here. Well, when I started Garden Nonsense, I wanted to inspire people to do gardening, and if I could do it, other people can do it. So with all that being said, let's walk around the yard because things are growing. It's springtime, and that's where I'm going to try to get my energy for my spirit is from spring. And with that being said, fuego! So I want to showcase these two, they're lilacs. I called them hydrangeas earlier. If you ever notice in my videos, I was in a bad car accident, and that's one of the reasons why my back is in the condition that it's in right now. And with that being said, I had a traumatic brain injury, and that's why I do these videos, and that's why it's so important for me to keep going, because if you don't use it, you lose it. So these are not hydrangeas, these are lilacs. So as you can see, they're actually starting to bud, and they got some purple in there. And we got two of these that were donated to us. And as you can see, the dandelions are growing, and we talked about medicinal. And dandelions is a very medicinal plant. And we haven't sprayed pesticides in this yard for about 5 years now. And we have the greenest grass, the first part before anybody else. But they catch up very quick. I mean, we allow the dandelions to grow. We don't want to add pesticides. There's you got to stay on your Q's and P's. Question everything, and don't use pesticides. Don't use preservatives, and stay away from processed as much as you can. So grow your own food. You're helping the environment. Here we have some bulbs, and we're transplanting the bulbs all the time. These are yellow tulips and yellow lilies. And I didn't know that the tulips can change. These started off red, and then I don't know how they changed, but they're yellow now. So that's a mystery to me. And here we have some native grass, and we like things to grow naturally. And when I say native, this doesn't use as much water as grass that we transplant in. So it's growing all the time, and these are daffodils that we had transplanted, and they're spreading, and they help to make the boundaries. And we have lilies growing right here, and those are spreading as well. A neighbor donated those to me, and those are great. As you can come and see on this part right here, it's actually getting in the neighbor's yard. So I'll be taking those out and moving them somewhere else throughout the yard. And garlic always, once it starts bolting, it makes little bulbs, and those I've been spreading throughout the yard. And as I always tell you guys, these strawberries started on a 6-pack, and I'm always spreading them throughout the whole yard. And we're going to try to transplant some more today as well. And now that the birds are coming, we got to get these guys some water. So my little hito Zach, he had a baby shower, and they gave out these lilies. And these are really looking tropical, so these are beautiful, and I'm grateful that they came back. And as I was transplanting the strawberries, like this one, I didn't know that these were in there because they didn't sprout yet. And I took them out of here, but as you can see, there's still some growing, so it'll take time, but they'll come back. Right here is some Oceana, and this is looking amazing. It's big. Right here is honeysuckle, and it's barely starting to sprout. Our mint is looking amazing. And And what I like to do is start a boundary. So this is all mint. And then there's those dahlias again. And we're trying to make a border, so we keep on spreading it. So we take the grass out and we just keep spreading. And we've been dropping seeds in here, and here's some more of those lilies that are spreading. Dahlias, and we got some gladiolas in there, but they haven't started yet. Right here is our sage, and that spreads as well. We tend to cut those in half and put them throughout the yard. So here's some more of those dahlias. And I'm not too sure what that one is, but we got strawberries spreading. Last year, we did some asparagus, and that's what you see right here. Look at this. Asparagus. And here we got a peona. Some more of that osha. We're always spreading. So we'll be taking some strawberries out of here as well and spreading them throughout the yard. And there's some carnation as well. And scallions. Boy, look at that little border of scallions. Now we're always putting things under the trees like strawberries, mints, and plants, and the daffodils as well, because we want them to protect the plants. The more roots, the more the buddy system, they always work together. It helps from frost, it helps from disease, it helps from bad insects. So that's why I'm always planting something under the trees to protect them. So like I said, we're trying to spread our strawberries. These ones were here last year with some comfrey. The chickens love to eat comfrey, so there's free meal for them. It also helps to put nitrogens into the ground. And you can also make a tea and spray it on your vegetables and plants, and it'll make them grow. So there we go with the strawberries. We're spreading them. We're putting them down the line right here. We put an apple tree right here. Hopefully it comes back this year. As you can see, we have some little bud action going on, and we love buds. Here's some more strawberries that we were spreading around. And in a garden, there's rock gardens all the time. So whenever somebody's giving away rocks, these are donated, I try to use them in an artistic way and do a rock garden. Here's another place where I spread that sage. I started spreading catnip on the borders for my feline friends. And now, vámonos. Let's go check out the backyard. We did get baby chickens this year. And this keeps us up to our par of 6 chickens, which we are allowed to have in the city of Thornton, Adams County. And one thing I want to advocate about is that these heat lamps are very dangerous. This happened in about 5 minutes, and luckily I was walking through the garage and I seen it, and it melted. It melted straight through. So that's the one thing that I hate, is that these things are dangerous, these heat lamps. But we probably got another 2 weeks to a month, and then these chickens will be able to acclimate with the other chickens. So here in Denver, Colorado, it's been about 70 degrees for the past week. And we really enjoy that because our plants can get started. Now, we have a frost coming up, but the temperatures for the next week will be hotter than a frost. So if we can get these plants established by that time, which means deep rooted into the ground, and then cover them with our plastic, our old used greenhouse that broke down, we use those plastics to cover it, and I'll be showing you that here in a minute. But we do got a lot of growth going on. This right here is Barrage. These are beets. And we got some radishes. We got some carrots. Some more beets. So we have growth going all the way down. And those darn chickens are tricky sometimes. They do escape. And you see this little dugout pile? The chickens do escape. And you see this dugout pile? Well, they got to something. And I think they already took out my kale. But as you can see, we got some more carrots, some more Barrage. And what we'll do is we'll separate them because they're going to grow too close. But this is a way to get them started. And look, the damn chickens got me right here. And see, there was something different than carrots right there. Oh no, those are carrots. I'm sorry. So I'm going to have to replant some kale. And here are some radishes. Some more of that Oshaina. And that's a native medicinal plant. It's great for the lungs. It's great for, I don't know what you call it, like adrenaline, like energy. So, there we go with that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover that with the greenhouse cover. Right here, the Indigenous Three Sisters is what I'm trying to build. So, I got wire on the outside. I got my wood chips and my compost. And I'm hoping that that breaks down, and then we're gonna add some original compost to it. And then we're gonna start covering it with the black tarp because we wanna heat that up while it germinates. These things spread. So there's some more. We're always making borders. The catnip. So they say that catnip is great for tomatoes. It helps, they're good companion buddies. They chase off the bad insects. So we're gonna do a line of tomatoes right here. And we just did an arch right here for our grapevine. So we got strawberries that are spreading in here as well. And then we did plant some more radishes, but there's a bunch of volunteers from last year in there. So we'll see what happens. We'll weed the things that we don't want out. So here's our compost pile, and we have been in high wind dangers. And what that means is that it's a fire hazard. So we haven't been able to make biochar. Nobody's been able to turn it, but we do have manure in there. So if we can get that turned, it'll help the process faster of it turning into usable compost. And we're waiting on that. More catnip. Now right here we got hops. And this hop spreads as well. So this year we're going to try to find a place for it as well. We'll probably put it under one of the trees. So right here there's some more radishes. Right here we have lettuce. I don't know if you can see it in there. Right here we have lettuce. And we had celery grow through the winter, so we spread it out and we added some right here, and there's some mint growing on the side which will spread. And our strawberry. We transplanted that just this year. Wow, I love these towers. Vertical gardening is the way to go. Look at all this. Some of it's arugula, some of it's spinach, some of it's bok choy. I mean, we got so much stuff going on in this one. And we just clip it and eat it to help me get through my greens. So we got our goldfish in here with our turtle, and he's come out he came out of the tank one time, but he was a little upset, so I left him alone, put him back in. We got celery that's growing on the stalk right here, which is doing great. We have our mint. Look at our strawberries. So we got to get some more rocks in here, and I have an idea, so by the next time I do a video, we'll be showing you some of that too, and we'll have more strawberries going on in here. We'll have it more cleaned up. Well, the chickens got in here before and they took some things out, but right here we got a tomato growing. We got strawberries. You know, the more things that we can grow in here, onions, some more carrots. Here's this one's a beet. We have some spinach, potato. We got some onions. We got some lettuce. We got some more celery. So we have another tower over here, and we're gonna transplant some things. That's what we're gonna work on today. So by the next video, you'll see that going on. We're trying to propagate a rose. Well, I don't know how it's gonna work. Blackberry, and then some of that lilac. So that's what we have this for. And after our next frost is Cinco de, it's Mother's Day, so that's like May 13th. But in May, we'll start putting a lot of this stuff out that's growing in here. And we have some tomatillos growing in here. We have a snapdragon, some mint, some strawberries. So we just keep planting as much as we can. So one thing that I learned about body is that if you keep moving and you keep fighting, it doesn't seize up on you and make it harder and harder. And so I'm gonna keep moving, try to keep stretching. We're gonna try to work this out, try to eat more greens, try to make my body healthier and stronger. We got new chickens that you guys are gonna be seeing growing up. We got these towers of vertical gardening going. Our grape, we got our arch, that's new. So vertical gardening's gonna start growing, gardening in the garden's gonna start growing, that frost is gonna come. We're gonna see what dies and what doesn't, because this is my laboratory. This is where I learn. This is, you know, if you don't make a mistake, you're not gonna learn from it. So get out there, plant something. If you make a mistake, learn from it, get better every year. You'll see that your garden gets bigger and bigger. That's one thing that I learned. And that plants all help each other. So the more plants that you put together, those roots touch, the microorganisms all help. We are part of nature. We're organisms. We're just bigger than the other ones. We are all part of nature. Man, I lost it. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm a little overwhelmed and I don't know how to end this video. I love everybody. Stick together. Be a creator, not a destroyer. Come together in unity. One love.